Hey guys, welcome to Smack Talk. I'm your host Boise, and I have a theory about Daniel Bryan. Now, as most of you guys know, Daniel Bryan's contract runs out on September the 1st, and there's been a lot of rumours stating what's going to happen to Daniel after that date. Now, with a lot of fans, they're hoping either Daniel stays on at WWE or he goes back to the independents like Ring of Honor and New Japan and takes on guys like Kenny Omega and Okada. Now, right now, I would be happy with both, but there's a lot of evidence stating that Daniel Bryan might be or close to signing a new contract with WWE. Now, like I say, guys, this is all theory, it's all rumour based right now, but just listen to me. First things first, let's look at who Daniel Bryan will be most likely facing at SummerSlam. The Miz. Now, after last week's SmackDown Live episode, Daniel Bryan and The Miz got it on at the funeral at Team Hell No, where The Miz was being a great heel and cutting an absolute fantastic promo, and Daniel Bryan attacked him, which was fantastic. The crowd went mental. This is literally starting the sparks of their feud, which will work. If anyone in the UK who saw their house show matches states those matches were the highlight of the whole tour in the UK. Now, with that in mind, WWE have been rumoured around stating that Daniel Bryan will lose the first match at SummerSlam to The Miz, and The Miz will cheat. Don't worry, he will cheat, leading on to Hell in the Cell. Now, the Wrestling Observer newsletter stated that if Daniel doesn't sign a new contract, Daniel will lose the second match and he'll be off on his way. But obviously that's quite interesting in the first place. Now, Hell in the Cell takes place on September the 16th, which is 15 days after Daniel Bryan's contract does expire. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, well, it's nothing new, wrestlers do sign extensions to finish off storylines. And yes, Daniel Bryan is one of those wrestlers who's very keen on making sure there's no unfinished business before he disappears anywhere. So I could see him signing an extension till that pay-per-view. But let's be honest, it's after that pay-per-view which is the more interesting thing. Now, if the rumours are true and Daniel does decide to stay, that would leave Daniel Bryan and The Miz to have a final match at WrestleMania using the Survivor Series, TLC and Royal Rumble pay-per-views to build up the feud even more, where they wouldn't be fighting each other, but The Miz will be costing Daniel Bryan so much in matches that Daniel Bryan and him will have a final blowout at WrestleMania. Now, that's just a rumour right now, and hopefully that does happen, because that could really work. But this is WWE, and as Daniel Bryan has stated on numerous amount of podcasts, WWE don't plan that far ahead. So, that's just theories from fans right now. But the things which have got me interested is the evidence after Hell in the Cell. Now, the next show after Hell in the Cell is technically called the Super Showdown, which is taking part down under in Australia. Now, Daniel Bryan has been advertised a hell of a lot for that show, and that takes part on October the 6th, a month after his contract runs out. Now, that is interesting. He's been put on the card, he's been placed on advertisements, a lot of Australian talk shows have been rumoured to be signing him up to do interviews during their tour of Australia at that point. That is very interesting. And WWE wouldn't put all that money into advertisement and, everything if they didn't think Daniel Bryan would be there. Let's be honest, they're not stupid. They know when his contract runs out, and they still putting him in all that advertisement is quite interesting. Now, I've got another bit of evidence. Now, this one is for us here in the UK. Now, on November the 6th, SmackDown Live will be here in Manchester. And Daniel Bryan has been advertised to be on the main event of that night's show in a 6-man tag team match. Him working with AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy taking on The Miz, Samoa Joe, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, isn't that interesting? His feud with The Miz could be continuing all the way to November. That is interesting. And that's working up to Survivor Series. But like I state, guys, this is just all theory right now. I still hope Daniel Bryan does sign a new contract and that news will break anytime soon. But if not, Daniel Bryan and WWE are leaving us enough breadcrumbs to give us an idea of what could possibly happen soon for his new contract. But what do you guys think? Do you think this is just all speculation? Do you think, you know, obviously it's all speculation, I'm speculating it, but what do you guys think? Do you think Daniel Bryan's going to stay at WWE, or do you think he's going to go off to New Japan or Ring of Honor and rebuild his independence scene over there? Leave it in the comments below. If you do like these videos, please like, subscribe and press the notification bell so you can keep up to date with all our videos here. And if you want to follow the channel on Twitter, you can do. It's at Smack Talk YouTube, that's you and Tube. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do. It's at Boise88. And I'll see you guys next time on Smack Talk.